Coach?
I think pretty much what we expected. I think the older guys did a really good job of helping the younger guys with the pace of practice, and I think the older guys have been swinging the bat very well. I was really impressed with how, J.J. Schwartz has been swinging the bat, Danny Reyes. I think, Austin Langway's plate discipline has been really, really impressive. We've been swinging the bats really good, and I think the older guys, in particular, Brady and Jackson, have been throwing the ball really well, and there's been a couple surprises, pleasant surprises. I think Andrew Baker's been swinging the bat well and playing a really good center field, and was really attacked on the mound. And Tyler Dyson's second time out, he was like 92 to 95. So certainly don't want to leave anybody out, but I think we've been playing solid defense, and like I said, I think the first week, more or less, the freshmen and the new guys need to kind of get acclimated to what's expected in the pace of practice.
How do you assess the pitching overall, what you have, and how they can replace the guys you lost?
Well, I feel really good. Obviously, obviously knock on wood, we need to stay healthy. But like I said last week, with Faedo, Singer, and Koa, I don't think anybody's going to feel sorry for us on the weekend. Like I said, you got three right-handers that are big, and they got leverage, and they got really good arms, and they're all 92 to 96, 97, and they all bring something a little bit different to the table. Obviously, Alex has got the plus slider with the plus fastball, and Brady's got as good a sink on his fastball that I think I've ever had, and his slider has been really good, and his changeup is certainly coming along really well. I'm pleased with where he's at, and then Jackson's slider's coming on, and obviously you guys know how good of a changeup he has. So they're all a little bit different, but as far as the bullpen, I knew going in that we were going to have to redo the bullpen, so to speak, and figure out a couple positions on the field. But we returned 7 of our 9 hitters, and so we're not that far off. We just gotta figure out the bullpen. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is figure out the go-to guys, as we go through the fall.
Most of the guys, even the two-way guys, were probably starters in high school. So how do you get them to acclimate to coming out of the bullpen?
It's certainly probably a learning curve, but we talk about that every year. The bottom line is to come in, whether you're starting or relieving, you just got to come in and do your job and get outs. It doesn't matter if it's the first inning or the 6th or the 9th. Your job doesn't change. So obviously there's a learning curve on how to get ready to come in, in the middle of an inning and that type of thing. But I don't see any issue with that moving forward.
I think India surprised us last year. You kept saying it didn't surprise you. You've been watching him so long. Is there another freshman on this team that you're not worried about stepping in day one and it being too big for them?
I keep mentioning the 2 guys, Andrew Baker and Austin Langworthy. I expect them to play right away. And, like I said, Danny Reyes has been swinging the bat really well. Tyler Dyson, Nate Brown have been really impressive on the mound. So Keenan Bell has been swinging the bat good. Blake Reese, someone we haven't really talked about, he's been swinging the bat good. So we've got a lot of options. I just think we just got to kind of play and just kind of keep assessing it from week to week. And but like I said, I think the first week was certainly successful in terms of getting those young guys out on the mound and getting some live at bats.
Schedule was released today. Just what are your thoughts on the upcoming games you guys are going to have?
I think it's a typical schedule. We play Miami the second week of the year, and I know some of the northern teams, I've already looked at some of that. They've got some good arms coming back. It's kind of similar to last year. We played a couple of teams from up north and running out guys 92, 94. And I think a couple of teams we play early on are going to have that type of pitching as well. Obviously we got the home with Florida State and the game in Jacksonville at the end of March, and the schedule pretty much typically is the same every year. We play every Tuesday and Wednesday for the first month, and then once we start conference play, we back off and play the one game midweek on Tuesdays because of the TV schedule and obviously the unknown of the games we're going to have on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we'll have a lot of opportunities to get a lot of guys some work, especially on the pitching side of things the first month of the season, and I think it'll be a challenging schedule like it always is. I just don't see it being much different than it normally is.
Of the newcomers, I guess it's still early, but who do you see making the biggest strides so far?
Kind of knew what Langworthy and Baker were before they got here. I've been pleased with, and I kind of knew what to expect with Nate Brown. I've seen him pitch, quite a few times and knew he threw strikes. I think if you're going to ask me two guys that may have, Garrett Milchin's been swinging the bat really good, but I've seen him play a ton as well. I mean, he hit a home run the other day and another two-way player. And Keenan Bell kind of sticks out. He's improved tremendously over there at first, and I think Tyler Dyson, pitching-wise, I really didn't expect the type of velocity that he's throwing with 92, 95, and I think he's got a chance to be really, really good down the road. Really good.
Jackson mentioned he's working on that slider. What's the step you think he can take this year?
Just go across the plate. He's got the right break now. I mean, I think he's comfortable and confident with with the spin. He's throwing it correctly. Now it's just a matter of getting over plate consistently. And I think last time out he was really, really good with it. I think once he gets that pitch going consistently, with his sink on his fastball and the changeup he has, he's going to have multiple pitches that move in different directions, and he'll have a lot of options to go to, to put guys away.
Coach, who are the guys getting work at first base?
Well, we got a bunch of guys. We got Keenan Bell, Blake Reese, Garrett Milchin, obviously JJ. I'd love to have JJ over there when he's not catching, to free up that DH spot. And obviously the way Danny Reyes is swinging the bat, we got if he swings it like this, I mean he's going to be one of those guys hitting right in the middle of the order. So we've got some options. We just got to figure out who is going to be the best defensive first baseman, because we've got quite a few options over there.
How is JJ defensively at first?
He's fine. He's a baseball player. I mean, he's fine. I would have no reservations on his days off playing him at first base. I don't have any issues with that. Obviously, he's a catcher first, but obviously, I would hate to use the DH spot up when I think he's capable of playing some first base on the days he's not catching.